All right, I hope you are having a great day. I am going to talk about a question. Well, actually, I get asked this question quite often, and is, can we partner? I'm going to take the next few minutes and I'm going to tell you how we can do it, what it looks like, and how we can get involved. So let's go. People think you need to have a lot of net worth, or you already be a millionaire, or have a lot of money in the bank, or have excellent credit, or whatever it is, right, before they can buy a commercial property. Well, you do need all that, but in different, you can do it. It can be different people, put it that way. Okay, give you an example. To be able to buy a property, right, you're going to need somebody that can sign a loan, that has the experience and has liquidity, basically has cash, right? So yes, that could be one person, or it could be 3 different people, right? So you definitely need that. So you need somebody that can come sign a loan, that has liquidity, has a net worth, and has the experience, right? So how can we partner? That's one way we can partner. By me coming in and I'm looking at the project, if it fits my buy box, I will definitely help you sign the loan because I got the experience, liquidity, and I have net worth. So definitely that's one way that we can partner, okay? If you happen to find a project, right? You bring a project and maybe you have some capital to deploy in the project, great. Or you can sign the loan on your own, but you need somebody with experience. It doesn't really matter, right? We can always pick and choose what pieces of the puzzle you need for your particular project. Now, the biggest thing right now is not even raising capital, right? It's actually getting a great deal. So if you get a great deal, that is awesome. That is really, really good because that's the starting point. You get a good deal, and then you worry about the rest later, right? You worry about who's going to sign my loan, where am I going to get the money, how am I going to manage this, how are we going to make money? Like all that comes after you get the project. So number one is go out and find a deal. So if you find a deal, you find a project, that's a way that we can partner, and I can come in and do the rest. I can help raise capital, asset manage, sign the loan, anything that we can work out together, right? Another way you can partner is maybe you do have a lot of liquidity and you can sign loans and say, hey, look, Javier, anything above that you cannot do, reach out to me because I can come in and I can sign with you and we can buy bigger stuff. I'm fine with that too. I'm fine. Trust me, I am not greedy. I'd rather have 25% of a watermelon than 100% of a grape. So if somebody out there can sign big loans, that is awesome. Or somebody out there has a lot of liquidity or wants to put in their experience, that is great. Another way people want to partner is say, hey, I got a project. I can come in as a general partner and say, hey, Javier, what do you got coming down the pipeline? What can I do to help? I can help put in some escrow deposit. Sometimes we need 100, 200, 300,000 in escrow deposit. Sometimes it's 30K, right? Now you got to think about it. If I got 10 projects under contract and it's 50K a project, that's $500,000 that comes out of my bank account, right? What does that do to my liquidity? It drops. My buying power drops, right? So definitely an escrow or a general partner that comes in and says, hey, I'll do half the escrow or I'll do all the escrow. And of course, there's a lot of legal documents we got to sign to make sure that you're protected and you don't lose that money, right? But that's another way to do it. There's also something called risk capital. So what is risk capital? That's basically money you don't get back, right? If you go and you're going to buy a project, property, and you have it under contract, there's risk capital. Like what? Like the travel, the inspections, when you do your PPM, your private placement memorandum, all the legal documents, it's like 10, 15, 20 grand. The loan commitment that you got to send to the bank, or the good faith deposit you send to the bank, 20, 30K, right, to start the loan process, and they order the appraisals of phase 1 environmental, phase 2 environmental, and your inspections, your plumbing inspection, your electrical inspection. You can spend $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on risk capital that if you don't buy the project, you don't get that money back. Trust me, I've been there plenty of times. Plenty of times I'll go look at a project and it doesn't work out. I think I want to buy it. Towards the end, something happens where it's a bad deal, surprise, and you do lose your 30, 40, 50K. So you can say, hey, Javier, I want to help out with the general partnership. I want to put in the risk capital and the escrow deposit, or whatever it is, or 10% of the risk capital. There's a million ways to slice this pie, a million ways to do it. All right, so what piece of the pie do you get for what portion of the partnership, right? I get that question I get asked all the time as well. Well, it really depends on the project. It really depends, and it really depends on the project. If we got a really, really good deal, then everybody gets a lot more. If we got one that's a little bit tighter, then we all get a little bit less, but it's still a good project, right? So it really does depend on what kind of project you got and what role you're going to play. So I really wish I could tell you exactly how we're going to break it down, but we really can't. You know, usually you get a certain percentage for signing a loan. Somebody gets a certain percentage for the risk capital. Somebody gets a certain percentage for the escrow deposits or for finding a deal, things like that. But again, it all depends on what kind of project you get. And it's pretty standard out there, right? Depends what piece of the pie the general partners are going to get. And then you split that along all the other general partners. So it's pretty standard out there. All depends on the project. And if you have any questions, we can break it down and I can give you more specifics on that particular deal. All right, so the most common ways to partner are going to be somebody can sign a loan, somebody who's got liquidity and experience. And like I said, those three can be the same person. Somebody come in and help out with escrow deposits, risk capital, even, putting money, in the project. Somebody bringing a project, that is key. That is very important. Somebody bringing a project, or somebody doing like the asset management, boots on the ground, basically means you're there locally, putting eyeballs in the property or managing the asset. So there's a lot of smaller ways, or not really smaller ways, but other ways to partner as well. But those are pretty much the main ones, how we can partner on a project. And I'll be more than happy if you got something to help you underwrite it and let you know if you got a good deal or not. I have other videos where it shows you how to underwrite to find out if you got a good deal. I got calculators, spreadsheets, so go ahead and subscribe and check my the rest of my channel for other videos. Or you can also go to my website, javierhinojo.com, and there's a lot of links in there to a lot of forms that I have, due diligence, calculators, a whole bunch of stuff that I have for free for you guys to start doing some learning on your own, right? So you don't come in blind. So if there's anything else I can do for you, don't hesitate to reach out, Instagram, Facebook, leave a comment, and I'll talk to you later.